All right, welcome back to Dale Kramer's Custom Cars today. Today I'm going to talk about, we're working on that 8/8 rear. So this is number 5 or number 6 video of centering the pinion on a Ford 8.8. So what we're going to do now is I just got an axle in from uh, an auto salvage company out of Iowa. Their name, Wilkin Auto Salvage from Nasha, Iowa. About a 8/8 passenger side axle from those guys. At first they sent me the wrong side, the driver's side, which is longer, and now they're trying to make it right, and they're doing a good job of that. Let's open it up and make sure it's the right one. Yep. So Wilkin Auto Salvage, thank you. Thank you for making it right. I appreciate that. I'll give you nothing but high praise. Because they shipped me the wrong one, but sometimes it's easy. It's two axles, one shorter, one's longer, you know. And you can see there, it's shorter. So anyway, thank you for making it right. Hats off to you. So I endorse them. When you got people like that try to make it right, they were at fault, but they made it right, and that's what matters. That's what totally matters right there. So I would endorse them. If they look and say, "No, it's you," I wouldn't screw anybody. I'm not into that. But they made it right with me, so thumbs up. Yeah, you gotta give them credit. They made it right. I'll buy parts from them again. I'll guarantee it, and I would encourage you guys too. Buy parts from these guys. So anyway, I got my tool set today. Got my bearing seal. Um, so what should we work on? Well, gotta get you guys set up by the car. So let's just put this thing on pause right now. All right. So what I did, I went out. Okay, what I did is I went out and I bought a tool. I bought a tool that fits on your slide hammer. Take the bearings out of the housing. The axle bearings are not attached to the axles on the 88. They're attached to, they're pressed in the housing. And here's a new one. Okay. So I went out. I probably didn't have to because I see I got all these attachments in here for my slide hammer. Can you see them? Kind of. But I actually went and I got the tool to take out the bearings. This is $24. This, I don't know what this was. I bought this years ago, a couple years ago. So what do we need? Well, I should maybe just get a tape measure and then I would know, but if I just eye it out, that should be good enough, I would think. Let's see. I'm going to hold it up next to me here. That one looks like it might do it. So I want to do a comparison. Okay, that's way too big. And this one's probably way too small. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to make a selection of the mediocre one, I guess you could call it. So anyway, what we're going to do is on this thing, you take the nut loose. Pull that washer back, and this will tip. That way you can put it inside the housing, and then you just turn this, and then just like that, and then yeah, and then we'll have it. And this end will be attached to the slide hammer. Oh. Okay, well that's way too big. So how do you? Okay, well, first of all, let's get this slid back on there. And here's like a, what is this, adapter? Well, how do you adapt to that to this? Well, this screws on here. I thought I had a bigger hole on the opposite end. And that would, oh, whatever. That wouldn't work anyway. So how do we adapt to that? Wow. There's no adapter in there. Now we gotta adapt that over somehow. Oh, okay. Well, I gotta figure that out, guys. I gotta make tools before I can work on this. Okay, for my slide hammer, I gotta make a tool. I have to adapt it from 5/8 to 10 thread, whatever 10 thread is in 5/8, I forget what it is, to 3/8 torque coarse thread. So I found the 5/8 bolt that screws in there, thin thread, you know. So I'm going to cut it off, and I'm going to weld this coupler nut onto that, you know. And then that'll adapt it down to this, you know. So that way, time it's done, you know, keep this adapter in with this set so that way it's together. So I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to weld this coupler nut to this, to the shank. And then I'll have my adapter. Sometimes you got to make tools work and make your own tools. Alright, so now we got this that'll thread into that. We got this that'll thread into the slide hammer. So I'm going to weld these two together, nothing fancy. Weld them together that way, then I'm hoping I can fit it in here somewhere. Probably right down the center of here. This will stay with this tool set so that way. So yeah. So I'll weld these two pieces together, and then I got my tools to pull the bearings out. Alright. So now I made an adapter. So now, here's this one. So this will screw into here. See, this takes a big thin thread. We'll screw that into there. How hot is this thing? Oh, she's still pretty hot. Well, here, let's just, you know what screws into there. Then, let's just screw into that end. So there's our adapter. I got it pretty straight too. Okay, here we'll slide that in the axle tube and turn that and pull the bearing out. So there's our tool. Now I'll put that adapter right on in here and stay with the set. And it's a coupler nut, so it's got a lot of good thread. A lot of good thread to it, you know. Okay, what's next? So next is I have to start doing some work to that rear end, ain't it? Excuse me. Alright, I think I made enough tools today for one day. So let's I'm gonna grab some gloves here. I've got no room in the shop here, guys. Everybody's stuff is in my way. Okay. All right. Oh, looks like we made it. So, what do we do first? Well, let's get the old seal out of there. Let's, hopefully I can see this. I can't see you, but these goes on here. Take the tool off that we made here. Now I can finally start doing something there. All right. What I'm doing right now, I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to seal ripper outer. Let's see if it works. Okay, bye. See you later. Okay, well that part worked. That's a good thing, ain't it? Now, let's pull this off. Now this is what we made. We made this adapter to go from this big honking hole to 3/8 by 16 thread. So that was the tool I had to make today. That's it. Okay, now come on. Now I'm going to fold that up, put that through that bearing maybe. And this has got to go way down in. Now on the 8/8 they only got an axle seal on the outside. It's a double like seal, but it's one seal. Okay. And you gotta make sure you select the right end, you know, on that tool. So let's hold that, put that through. Hopefully. Okay. And there it is. And then we'll hopefully the slide hammer's heavy enough. This is only 2-pound slide hammer. Hopefully that's enough to get her out. We'll find out, won't we? Well, I think it's moving, but that slide could have been a little heavier. This slide hammer ain't big enough for this. Okay, so how do I do this now? This wouldn't make sense, would it? definitely moving. But boy, at a price though, I'll tell you that. The slide isn't big enough, guys. We don't got nothing heavy to put on it to. Keep hammering on it, I guess. So I can do, right? So I check it. And I got no room. Got no room. I can't face my project. And it frustrates the hell out of me, guys. Oh. Oh. Does that hurt the old hand? If I could face my project. The other side's going to be worse because everything's in my way over there. Here I gotta hope. I gotta stop being a nice guy here. That takes the toll on me. Okay, I wonder where that seal actually went. And try to gauge if it's moving. Well, maybe it isn't moving, guys. Maybe it's not moving at all. Well, let's take this apart and see what we got. Maybe I'm hitting a lip in there or something. Maybe this thing's too big. But being only 2 pounds, it should be like a 5 or 6 pounder. And then it would probably pull it right out of there right away. I don't doubt it. I'm screwed again here, guys. In every direction I can think of. How do you get that out of there? But you can't. Come on. Okay, I got it out anyway. Let's see what's that move. I don't think it moved at all. Okay. There's no ring. Nothing there. Just the slide hammer ain't heavy enough. Okay, so what do we do about that now? Wow. Wowzer, wowzer, wowzer. You know what I think? I think this thing's a hair too big. That's what it is. Let's see right here. If it doesn't go on this side, it's not. The hell's it doing it on the other side? Nothing. So does that mean? Well, I'll be right back, I guess. Yeah, I gotta put the smaller one on, huh? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get that on. It'll take me 5 minutes to get up. going to try this smaller one, guys. I think it'll come right away. I think it's actually a little on the small side. So let's just try this. Probably blow the bearing all apart. Well, I just got to take off a nudge. They said, yeah, that'll fit 488, no problem. Okay. Well, that's the one I ordered. So now when they casted this, they casted a little. I mean, can I go to work and or am I just using it wrong? We've all done that before, right? Hey, I mean you too in the back row. We've all done it, right? Learn by doing. I want to hold that in the center and feel it out. That must be center. Okay. Now watch, it'll pop right out. Let's see. Maybe not. I think my tool isn't big enough, and that's not a personal problem either. Hurts my hands. If I could go straight onto it, it'd probably pop it out right away, but I gotta fight it because I can't. I haven't got no room. Success is ours, right? Beautiful. Just glorious. It worked. See? It wasn't the tool. It was the guy that was operating, the tool operator. He's the one that messed it up. The bearing's like no. Oh well. Okay. So there's that. Set that all over here. Today on Julia Child's Kitchen. I wonder if I can get some decent light in there. I don't know. I figured that one ain't gonna work though. Okay. Well then, what's the next step? Put it up here on the fender so it scratches that all the hell. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Now, what are we doing in there for? Yeah, there's still a lot of shavings in there from when I cut the axle. That's good. That'll be good for the bearings, huh? Oh, yeah. Geez, just got to get a couple of them in there, and I got thousands. No, I cleaned it out really well, but I suppose it was caught in the bearing here. So let's wipe this out as the best as the ability as we can. All right. So, yep, okay. We got the grease. Yep. I want to get this done. So anyway, this is part of the conversion of the 9-inch, well, no, 9-inch, 8.8, I guess, right? That's what we're working on, not a 9-inch today. We We are simply working on a Ford 88 today. And by the way, I'm using a cloth towel where can't use those blue towels. They shred up right away. They call them shop towels, but they're not that strong. I should have did this up on the bench, you know. Why don't you tell me that, you guys? Do it up on the bench. Okay, so there's that. Next step. Next step is to put the bearing in, huh? Once you get it in, then we'll grease the crap out of it right away. I'm going to put it in with the part number out. I don't think it matters which way it goes. But let's put it in there with the part number out. I think that's the best way to go here. And the bearing side looks nice and clean. Even though, I can see even, uh-oh. Well, I'm screwed. Oh, you weren't my day. I don't think that fits. Thank you, Evil Bay. I bought this off of Evil Bay. It was supposed to fit a 2004 Ford Ranger 88 rear end. No. No. I don't think so. Okay, we're done for the day. This will be the end for the video for the day. Now, what about the seals now? Seals are on too, I bet then, huh? Wow. I think I got screwed here. Oh, absolutely I did. Yeah. Seals are way too big too, see? Thank you, Evil Bay. Guaranteed fit, you know. Guaranteed. But every single, they want to know what size motor was in that Ranger and everything. Yep. This is for like a F-150 or something, or something big. Wow. They weren't my day. Guaranteed parts that don't fit your car, and guaranteed to be China and Japanese made. Wow. I want my money back. Okay, they weren't my day. We're done. We'll pretend we got it done. Here, let's put this back in. And almost looks like that seal isn't that old. Well, at least we got the right seal and the right bearing we can go by. Right here. Wow. Never get ahead here. I wouldn't have expected that. I bet those are for the 31 spine. I bet that's for the 31 spine. And I got the 28, you know. First, the salvage yard sent me the wrong axle, the wrong side. The auction on eBay said it was supposed to be on the passenger side. So I clicked buy it now, because that's what I needed, the passenger side axle. And then here I got the driver's side one. So it took 2 days to get that. They were nice. I gotta say they were nice. And they sent me the right one. So now I got the axle. So today I thought, hey, here we go. We're gonna start putting her together. And I'm screwed. Ultimately screwed. At least I got the old parts here. I can go buy them part numbers and get the right shit, you know. I'm sorry if I swore. I got to put another $5 in the swear jar because I'm so fucking pissed off. Oh shit, now I got to put a whole bunch in there again. Oh darn it. So now my bearing, so now my bearing installation tool I made, that ain't gonna fit. Oh. Why? The old bearing is the right bearing. Probably could use it over, but that's not what I want to do. I want to do it right. I'm never going to get this car back together. I could get it together in 5 minutes if I just had the parts. And I keep ordering shit and everybody's sending me the wrong junk all the time. So I suppose these are for 31 spine axles. That's what I can figure out. Okay. Well, this will end this video. Let's wipe off our parts here. I gotta get on the horn, see if I call a local parts store and see what they get for this stuff. Probably quadruple. But at least it would be the right stuff, wouldn't it? Gotta see that anyway. So let's go in the corner and cry now. That's what I want to do right about now. Well, there's a part number anyway. At least I can read that. Okay, what about the bearing here? Did I wreck it? Or is it too far gone? Oh yeah, the dent's got to be right by the part number. Yeah. Go figure. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's right there. Missed it. Right. Well, I gotta get on the horn. Might be too late to order this already, I don't know. And get that other stuff ready to ship back to that guy. I'm glad, oh well. That's just the way it works. Okay. I got one step closer in here. Bearing installation tool ain't gonna work. Slide hammer worked after I used it right. Okay, parts are cleaned up. We are done. Close up shop. Get on the horn and okay, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Oh yeah, now I know why I used that wrong. Because I tested it up on the bench with that new bearing. That's why it was wrong, guys. So necessarily it wasn't my fault either. I will accept the blame if it is though. So I got a nice set of bearings for a 31 spine 8/8 for like a bigger truck. Sweet. Take me 5 minutes to get these gloves off because I'm going to try to save them because even these they don't give away no more. And if there's no holes in them and they're really thick extra large because I got to have extra large for my big hands, you know. I'm having a bad day here, guys. I'm so sorry about that. Hopefully it's not rubbing off on you guys. Welcome to my misery. I feel like Derek now on Vice Grip Garage. When he's out in the sticks trying to get a car on a revival running. And then the parts ain't right or they don't work even. He's bought new starters and everything. Where he stopped at the parts store, picked them up, went out and back in the woods and laid underneath the car to put the starter in to do the revival to drive the car back to Tennessee, and the freaking starter's junk, the new one. So, Derek, I know how you feel, buddy. Right now, I'm feeling it right now, right this second. Thank you, Evil Bay. I appreciate it. I appreciate. I wait 5 days for them parts, and when they come, they're wrong. Sorry, guys, I'm venting. I'm venting right now because I am not happy right at this second. But anyway, please like and subscribe, and then I'm gonna get some right parts from the local parts store here, and then we'll hopefully finish this up again. Because I want to start welding brackets on this thing and everything. You can see how I cleaned it up and all that stuff. I'm ready, but I got to get this thing back together so I can put the wheels on, so I can center things up and make sure everything's right, straight, measure from the frame, do this, blah 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 blah. But get done today. So, and today I thought I'd have her pretty close. So take care. Have a good day. Please subscribe. That would help me. That would make my day if you would. And I would appreciate it. And you guys can still see the misery I'm in. Again, we're working on the little car here. And we're putting a 373/88 2004 Ranger rear end. And we did the conversion here where we severed the housing, and then we took the passenger side axle and we put it on the driver's side. So in other words, I left the passenger side axle alone, you know. Then I ordered another passenger side axle to fit this side. And we had to cut out 2 7/8 of an inch on the tube. And if you look at my previous videos, you can watch me do all that. And now if you watch my next videos, maybe I'll have the right bearings and seals here, so we can put this thing together and we can start moving forward on it. And then we'll go out for a ride in it, if I ever get it done. So, I am very upset right now. But have a good day. I appreciate it. God bless to all, and be safe. Bye-bye.